Hello. After having several discussions the last weeks regarding the topic of how to have zero deaths in Rebel Camp and Dragon Rallies, I decided to make a video regarding that. I will explain how the reinforcement Dragon Steel works in these cases, and also some things regarding Rebel Camp and Dragon Rallies that play a part on this. I will explain the logic behind the tricks which I will show in the end that can help you have zero deaths in these rallies. Let's first focus on the reinforcement skill. It temporarily increases the quantity of your own troops by a percentage when entering combat. It also has a limit of the amount of troops it will give you depending on the level you have it. The troops it gives you are added to your own troops. What type and tier of troops it will give you depends on the tiers and types you send. The percentages that they are splitted depend on the percentages of your own troops. If, for example, you send 50% T3 and 50% T4 cavalries, it will send the same percentages in the amount of troops that it gives. If you have it in maximum level, for example, where it gives 60k troops, it will give 30k T3s and 30k T4s. The same applies for the troop types and the tiers of all the types. Another important mention about the troops from the reinforcement skill that is not written in the description is that they are the first that are eliminated from their type and tier. So, if the enemy, for example, kills some of your T3, the reinforcement skill will offset some depending on the amount of T3s it gave you. In rallies, this applies though only for the one that owns the skill. In rallies, after the eliminated troops have been calculated for the entire rally, this is then shared to all the participants depending on the number of troops each one sent. Then, after this split is done, the reinforcement skill offsets the dead troops and their owners. Now, how can you make rallies that will result to zero deaths without everyone in the rally having the reinforcement skill? The logic is simple. Force the rally to have only your own troops dead, and as the deaths are not too many, the reinforcement skill will offset them all. If, based on the troops that you send, it also gives the required amount of troops to offset the eliminated. So, how to force that? There are mainly two ways. Either you send only T3s and have only T4 open in the rally for the rest to send, so T3s will be eliminated only, which will offset the reinforcement skill. Be careful, if you send mainly T4 and only a few T3s, then the percentage of T3 troops added from the reinforcement skill may not be enough to offset all the eliminated. That's why you have to send only T3 yourself. The second trick is similar. You send only front line T4 and have only second line open in the rally for the fillers to send. So again, you have all the eliminated from the front line and the reinforcement skill will offset them. Thank you a lot for watching the video, and do not hesitate to leave a comment with your question or maybe a topic for one of the next videos.